Kia ora Aotearoa and welcome to Kickstart. My name is Miro and I'm excited to introduce the second episode of our show. We will be discussing some amazing art pieces with some cool creatives, two of which are my lovely co-hosts Eliza and Lily. We're also lucky enough to have these amazing creative guests joining us in the studio.
Yes, indeed. For our first segment, we will be joined by scientist turned author Tracy Farr to discuss her latest book, Wonderland.
Then we also have one of Massey's most recent BSA graduates, Paige Gill, in to join our discussion on Ursula Grace Williams' documentary Marlon Williams' Ngā Aotearoa, Two Worlds.
And last but definitely not least, Grace Elizabeth is in to talk about the naked and famous song, Young Blood.
Can't wait, let's get into it. Let me introduce Tracy Farr.
Kia ora.
Hi Tracy, thanks so much.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, Tracy Farr is the author of books such as The Life and Loves of Lena Gaunt and The Hope Vault, and now she is here to tell us about her most recent book, which was released this time last year, Wonderland. Please tell us more about this wonderful book.
Thanks, Mino. Okay, Wonderland was released exactly a year ago today, so happy birthday, little book.
Oh my God,
I know,
so
I
exciting.
know. We won't sing, but you know, it's a year old. So, first of all, real historical setting. So, 1912, Te Motukairangi, Miramar Peninsula in Wellington, there was an amusement park called Wonderland that was there in real life. Ran for about 5 years, and this is a postcard from Te Papa's collection that's on the cover of the real place. So that's like the hills of Miramar.
That's so cool.
So real historical setting, fictional family. So I made up a family to inhabit Wonderland and the little cottage by the sea at Ursa Bay where they live. So the Loverock family. Charlie owns and manages the Wonderland amusement park, and his long-suffering wife, Dr. Massey Loverock, delivers babies and kind of keeps everything running and kind of keeps the family together. And they have daughters, 7-year-old triplets, identical triplets, Ada, Una and Hannah. And Ada, Una and Hannah, the triplets, are kind of the novel's chattering chorus that kind of keep the novel driving forward. And then, so real historical setting, fictional family, and then a big, bold, imaginative leap. So in real life in 1912, the twice Nobel Prize winning scientist Marie Curie went AWOL. She disappeared. She travelled for about half the year. She was escaping a scandal. She was gravely ill, so she was getting treatment for her illness, but also just trying to heal and recover. And in real life, she travelled in Europe and the UK. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring her to Aotearoa and see what happens. So she lobs into the Loverock family home right at the beginning of the novel. And that's the setup for Wonderland.
Awesome idea.
Wow.
Thank you.
So how did you go about including real-life historical places and people with fictional elements?
That's a good question. It seems to be what I'm drawn to do. My method when I'm writing is that I've always got a bunch of things that I'm interested in. I've always got a bunch of things that I'm interested in, and I'm trying to find ways to kind of find connections between those things and work out how to bring them all together and tell a story at the same time and tell a story that kind of works. Yeah. And so one of the things that for me, using real life historical figures and places brings to a novel is it brings kind of a grounding in place and time, and it brings a kind of a richness and a texture that comes from those using those real elements. But I then love to layer on top of that my made up stuff, because I've got stories I want to tell, and they're not necessarily the stories of those real historical places or characters. And yeah, so that's really what I love to do.
Now, seeing as Kickstart is a TV show about art and New Zealand artists, what's your advice for young and new storytellers?
Oh, okay. My advice for young and new storytellers is some advice that I got when I was a younger and new storyteller, which is send something somewhere. So get your work out and get it out regularly, and that might be sending a short story or a poem off to a competition or an anthology, or it might be going to an open mic and sharing your work, because getting your work out there is the way to get feedback and to just try it out. Yeah.
Oh, that's great advice. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you so much for joining us and telling us about your book and some amazing advice as well. Please make sure to check out Wonderland and have it as your next read. We're now going to take you onto Cuba Street to check out what Kiwis are listening to.
Kia ora, I'm Neve and we're on the famous Cuba Street of Pōneke asking a simple question: what's in your headphones? And while we're at it, we're putting people onto some famous local Kiwi artists. Sorry, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
What are you listening to right now?
I'm currently listening to Good Night and Go by Imogen Heap. House by Charlie XCX.
Oh, okay.
Right now I'm listening to Red Alert by Basement Jaxx.
Kiwi music only makes up a small percentage of what we stream. Have you heard of the local Kiwi band Fine Wine Social Club?
Fine Wine Social Club?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
No.
I think I have. I might have run across them during Tuba Duper.
If we don't support local artists, we risk losing a huge part of our creative industry. Have you heard of boy bands?
I've not.
No, they're Wellington-based, Casual Healing.
Casual Healing. No,
No, you haven't. You should definitely check them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I absolutely will.
Add them to your playlist. Aotearoa is full of talent, from emerging artists to global stars. But it takes us actually listening. Do you have a favourite local Kiwi artist?
That would have to be Marlon Williams.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah.
Half Angel.
Yorna, Where's Jai and the Bits.
Oh, okay. So next time you chuck your headphones on, go local. Support Kiwi music, support Kiwi stories. I'm Neve and that's what's in your headphones. Back to the studio.
Welcome back to Kickstart. It's now time for a game called Hot Takes. I'm going to be asking Lily and Miro some controversial art takes. Who's excited?
I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but let's get
Anyone
into
brave
it.
enough to start?
Did not.
All right.
All right, Lily, would you rather watch a $200 million blockbuster or a low-budget A24 movie?
Well, I'm going to go with the low budget, purely because, I mean, not to name names, but Electric State was like $250 million.
True.
And I'm like, how did you spend that much money? Was that money laundering? Like, and then Honora, who won all the Oscars, they did that on 8 mil. So
Yeah.
goes to show.
I love that.
I'm pro low budget.
That's a really good answer. I agree with you 100%. All right, Miro,
Yep.
one film that you love, that you hate,
Oh,
that
okay.
everyone loves.
I think some people might know my opinions on this, but there's a certain film out there called The Notebook that you might have heard of. And I think it is a really, really bad movie. And I love romance, I love love in movies, some of my favorite movies like that. But The
He's so
Notebook,
sweet, he builds her a house.
sure he does. But like at the start, she's on a date with someone else and he hangs off a Ferris wheel and he's like, I'm gonna jump off unless you go on a date with me. They've never talked before. And that's not a good premise. He's really creepy.
Yep.
And then, I
That
don't
is
know.
a bit of a red flag
They're
there.
both weird. She slaps him at one point. It's like, okay.
True, they are both quite violent
Yeah.
towards each other.
And then
They're both risk takers. Like didn't they lie down in the footpath or something
They
like
did,
that?
they
Or the-
did.
On the road.
The road,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of vibey, but also dangerous, and you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yep. And especially not the Ferris wheel thing. Don't do that either.
Oh, I don't know how he got away with that.
No.
Yeah.
Unrealistic movies. Whatever. All right. Who wants to take this one? Which artist is talented but makes terrible music?
I've got one.
You've
I
got
think.
one? Okay.
I think there is an obvious answer as well, which I know you might say. But I would go with Benson Boone. I think he's a cool guy, he's funny, he can do backflips, and I can't do that. But
he really can do some backflips.
he can, but we know his music and his lyrical genius, and I don't.
He invented Moonbeam ice cream though,
Yeah,
so
but he does have a good voice. He has that.
yeah.
I could sing that first song of his as well again. Oh,
Yes.
What's that?
Beautiful
Give it a go,
things.
give it a go.
Please.
Oh, thank you.
But like he's better than me, and that
Yeah.
says something. Probably not much.
He covered recently, maybe it wasn't recently or it was just a clip recently, Adele.
Yeah.
And he was belting.
Yeah.
He's very talented. I think he should just stick to that. But maybe like Beautiful Things was really, the kids loved that song.
They do, and maybe
Yeah.
they love Moonbeam ice cream. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a good theory.
Yeah.
Should we do one
Let's do
more?
one more.
One more quick one.
This is for both of you.
Cool.
Should we care about the Oscars anymore, or are they irrelevant?
I'm gonna say care about them just because I'm hoping one day I'll get one.
Real.
But I guess we'll see with time how
Yeah.
they evolve.
They're kind of fun to watch for a bit, but like I don't put that much value in it, I suppose.
I don't really mind about the Oscars, but I think Marlon Williams, the latest doco,
Yeah.
it's great.
That should win one.
Oh,
And
is it steamy in here?
speaking of Marlon Williams, we'll now be checking out a trailer for a recent documentary about him, Ngā Aotearoa, Two Worlds. So sit back, maybe grab a coffee or a tea or an energy drink and enjoy the show.
I can't imagine that I would have or could have done anything else than play music. It just seems inevitable. I've been touring since I was in high school.
You're so cute.
The teeth.
Welcome to the stage, Marlon Williams.
Touring is really borrowing against the bank. And I've definitely not put my health first. There's been times before I've gone on stage where I thought, I can't talk. I've got literally nothing. Giving myself to the world has an expiry date. I don't know what the game plan should be, but there's no game plan, it's fine. I've got to try and work out a way to put myself first. It's time to calm down. This is how people reconnect with where they're from. I'm in the process of writing and recording an album in Te Reo Māori. Never done that before? The reo, or the language, is a beautiful tool that unlocks something in me.
The use of the country's national language is widely embraced, but complaints are increasing.
Te reo Māori takes one generation to lose and 3 to regain it. How far are you willing to commit to this?
I want this album to be an accurate reflection of who I am, what I know, what I don't know. With every record, you hope that you're rediscovering music again. What do I want? I want a feature film about me, to see what I look like.
Yeah. That was the trailer for Ngā Aotearoa, Two Worlds, directed by Ursula Grace Williams.
We are currently joined by the lovely Paige Gill, who has come to share her opinions on this documentary.
Kia ora, everyone.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Now, you've graduated from Massey with a Bachelor of Screen Arts majoring in factual production, correct?
That's right. 2 weeks ago, officially.
Well, congratulations!
Thank you.
A little birdie told me you attended the premiere and met Marlon Williams.
I attended the New Zealand International Film Festival's screening and Q&A session with Marlon Williams there. It happened out in the Roxy and it was amazing. It was a really intimate experience to watch it with people who were there to both see it and to see him, because you could just really feel like the aroha and the mana in the room. It was really special.
Yeah, something about him.
Wow, that's amazing. What's it like hearing an artist's voice and seeing them on the screen, then seeing them in real life and realising they're just a human?
Yeah, well, I'm quite a top fan of Marlon Williams. I'm his 74th top listener as of last year.
On the charts!
On the charts.
That's impressive.
I really loved Te Whare Te Weka Weka. It brought a lot of energy into my life. I think it brought also a lot of calmness into my life. I still listen to Aru Atura every time I'm nervous. I listen to it on my walk here. It really calms me down, and it was really surreal seeing sort of an intimate behind the scenes of him and his life and how he made this album that means so much to me. And then to be able to meet him was amazing. I actually met him again for a second time in a bar in Wellington a month ago. Just casually. I saw him. I have a photo with him.
Oh my gosh.
We had a chat, and I told him how much I loved his music, and he said that meant so much to him. He remembered me from the first time that we met. So that's, that stuck in my heart a lot. And so it's just really special to be in that space.
That's really special. Well, Paige, let's talk about you for a second. Have you worked on any exciting projects recently that you can share?
Yeah, I've worked with the Wellington Women's Phoenix, making a documentary about them, which has just been the coolest thing to jump off right off the back of finishing a degree. I'm working underneath an Oscar-nominated cinematographer. I'm working with an Emmy award-winning producer. Thanks, shout out to John Kroll and Chris Sibley, my absolute favorites. And so it's been a really huge learning experience. It's been really cool to be with another Massey grad and then one of my other Massey friends, and then to also meet some industry people. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Also shout out to Robert Patterson as well, who has become my the love. Oh, not Robert. Robin.
Oh, Robin.
Sorry guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it big Twilight as well?
No. Shout out to our other producer who means a lot. Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
So, what would your dream job be?
Wow, if I could pick any dream job in the world, there's no educational boundary, there's no monetary value to it.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be in factual production.
Amazing. Well, I would choose something in factual.
Okay.
I would love to work for National Geographic and be a camera operator for them.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's so much beauty in documentary and in factual. I think with things like AI rising up, with the instability in our world, that everyone needs to turn to a good doco, just like Ngā Erua. That's what.
Would you go into the ocean?
I would definitely go into the ocean. I almost got on a shark show a few months ago, and I said I'd get in a cage. I'd gladly get in a cage with a camera.
Wow, thank you, Paige. You are so awesome and so inspiring. We wish you the best for your future creative endeavours.
Yeah.
If you want to see this amazing documentary for free, head down to the Wellington Massey Cinema at 6 p.m. 13th of May as part of the Contrast screening program. Or you can find it at ondemand.rrvision.co.nz.
Speaking of contrasts, the leader, the founder, is here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Founded it with my two friends.
Yep, that's epic.
Engage with media made by women and gender diverse people.
We're now going to take a look at our next guest, local musician Grace Elizabeth's favorite Kiwi song from the iconic band The Naked and Famous. Here we have a video of them performing live at LAB, their hit single Youngblood. Let's take a look. Welcome back to Kickstart. We're here with Grace Elizabeth, local Pōneke musician. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. What a sick performance. Such an iconic song. What about this inspires you?
I just love the song. I grew up with it. It's so energetic and fun, and it makes you want to dance, and it's also really reminiscent of the teenage years and everything. It's just so great. It's so great, and it was really just so influential in the music scene for me.
Yeah.
What aspects of the song made it so successful, and do you implement them into your own music?
Yes. So I think it was quite successful mainly because it was quite relatable, especially for that generation of Kiwis growing up. I feel like me personally, I grew up with a lot of rock music, like the classic Kiwi bands, and then all of a sudden I was hit with something like this and it was just wild. I've never heard anything like it before from my own country, and it made me so excited. And I feel like growing up and expanding my music knowledge and my own composition, it really influenced how I create and what I can create. Instead of being stuck in a box here, it really just expanded everything.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. I love it. Yeah.
It came out at such a good time too, because it was like 2012?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Peak.
I feel like that's like, the childhood era.
Yes.
Yeah, very influential,
For sure.
Do you find it hard to draw the line between making music that will be popular and catchy and creating something meaningful?
I do. I feel like often when I'm creating something, I know when it's not right, when it gets boring. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I realize, oh, what I'm doing isn't meaningful to me, and that's what matters the most. And when I think about what I actually want to do in music, it's not like create the greatest pop song ever. It's just create something that I love, that my friends love, and that really connects and means something in the world. I reckon it gets hard when you're midway through creating what you think is going to be the greatest song ever, and you're just like, this is not good. this isn't fun. This isn't me. And you can really tell when you're listening to someone's music if it's not them.
Yeah. Well, we heard you have an album releasing this year.
Yes, yeah. It's been in the works for like 9 months now.
Jeez, yeah.
But it will still be a few months before I can get it out. But yeah, it's been crazy stressful. But hey, it's going well so far. It's a very different sound to what I've released in the past. But I'm super excited for it, and hopefully we'll be releasing a couple singles in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I'm gonna have it.
So how many songs are on the album so far?
At the moment, I've been sitting at 12 or 13, kind of like debating on a couple of them, but it's a pretty long. It's the longest work I've ever done. But yeah, it's got a lot of new things on it. Similar, very inspired by the Naked and Famous.
Yep.
But
I'll be keeping an eye out for that one. Thank you so much for joining us, Grace. We've had such an amazing time with you. Make sure to check out her new music, which is available to listen to on Spotify right now.
Let's check out the rest of the music video.
my gosh, I love that song. I'm gonna have it stuck in my head for the rest of the day now.
Same. In front of us is a telephone. We've given out the number of the phone line to the public. We want to hear some absolutely embarrassing stories out there. Tell us one of those stories where you wake up the next day and go, I'm never drinking again. First caller. Should I answer?
Yeah, I think so.
Hello?
I just arrived in this neighbourhood. I was at the wrong house. This was some random people's house. So I'm just banging on the windows, banging on that, and my big blood red Halloween costume. They thought they were going to get killed. It was 3 in the morning. They thought they were going to get stabbed to death, man. They called the cops up. The cops arrived. Eventually, they talked to me. They go, hey, we're going to have to take you back to the station. So I show up at the station, and I'm sitting there. And I've still got this bloody costume on me. So everyone at the station, there was some guy that got done for shoplifting. He's looking at me and he goes, man, this guy must have done something real bad to look like that to go to the police station. Covered in blood in the police station. Eventually I went home the next morning and went and got Macca's and then lay in bed for a bit with some Netflix. So yeah, that's the story.
Alright, well,
That was,
that sounds like a rough night.
Yeah.
If you end up in the police station, maybe you should cut back a little.
Classic wrong house.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Oh, second
one?
caller. Oh my
Okay,
gosh. I'm ready. Okay,
Let's go.
let's hear it.
Hello?
Yeah, I woke up the next morning, my phone was dead, shoes were missing, ID was missing. All I had was my phone when I charged it, and there was a video of me performing a spoken word monologue on the bus about my kebab. I don't know why, don't want to know why, but yeah, that's a pretty rough night.
Very rough.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to remember that. That's a rough night.
That's so embarrassing. That's enough. That's enough of that. Going back to you, Miro.
That's one reason to stay sober. Aotearoa is full of incredible artists and we need to keep supporting them. On the 23rd of May, Marlon Williams and the Yarra Benders will be playing at the Michael Fowler Centre in Pōneke, so make sure to check that out as well as any other shows, gigs or anything like that that are going on around our beautiful country. Thank you to our amazing guests Tracy Farr, Paige Gill and Grace Elizabeth for taking us on a journey between their worlds and showcasing their talents.
Be sure to tune in next week on Kickstart. We will have author Mandy Hager on the show talking about her book Lifted. We'll take a look at a recent Kiwi film, Pike River, and we'll be chatting with local artist Kenzie from Welly about her new album, Greenstone Door.
Don't stay up too late, but if you do, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date at Kickstart. Ka kite everyone, stay creative and good night.